Alive.
We did it.
Yeah. So I guess it'll be a while before people start joining, but I guess maybe we should just start talking about news right away. AI news.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we can introduce ourselves first. This is
Okay,
this is
sure.
technically we did this a couple weeks ago. Like me, you, and you, John, decided to do like a pairing session for the live stream, and I don't know, it was fun. So we decided to just kind of do our own show here. Uh, yeah. So every Friday around this time, we'll do a little bit of AI news, a little bit of pair programming, knock out
Mhm.
some I don't know, feature bug that we're working on, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, should be fun. Um, cool. Should we do the news then? Just
Yeah,
jump right.
yeah,
Um, Here I can share. I got a second screen here, which is helpful. All right. So first thing up on the list, there's a new Gemini 2.5 model. We got Gemini 2.5 Flash Lite, which is a funny name. I think Daniel, you saw when I searched up Gemini 2.5 flashlight, I got flashlight ads for Amazon.
yeah. Yeah, and you want to make sure you're spelling flash properly there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
But
I
yeah.
don't know about you, but I find it like hard to keep up with all the different models and the different names for the models. They're just all
Mhm.
so bad and not very intuitive as to like
Yeah.
what they're good for. And it's like we're pretty deep into this. I can't imagine people that are more like casual about it, or even
Mhm.
like I don't know, people that use ChatGPT that aren't like technical at all, and then they have like a choice between models and they're just like,
Yeah.
I don't know, these all mean nothing to me.
I mean, to be fair, the Gemini ones are not too bad. The OpenAI ones are horrible. At least this you can kinda guess, right? Like Flash sounds pretty fast. I
Mhm.
guess flashlight is like you turn that on if it gets dark.
Yeah.
But, I mean, have you tried this one at all? I haven't tried it. Um,
No,
I was
I
using
haven't.
Flash quite a bit actually, just for, like, general stuff that was I need a lot of context and I need to be fast.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe Flashlight will be even better for that.
Yeah. Actually, I think I did use it the other day. I forget for what. I think I was
Yeah?
looking. Oh, I think I fed it like the entire repo when I was looking for like a specific utility that did something. And I was like, hey, just search this repo, see if there's like a utility like this.
Oh, nice.
And it
And
did
it
like, yeah, yeah, it did perfectly. And it
nice.
was pretty quick.
That's awesome. I think there's a so the headline is the new model. One thing I did see, and I saw a lot of people talking about it, is that they increased the price of 2.5 Flash, but that wasn't the headline. So I think for the thinking mode, it cost more, and then for the non-thinking mode, it cost less. And then now they just basically average those prices out. So whether you're thinking or not thinking, it's the same price, but it's more than it used to be for non-thinking, less than it used to be for thinking mode. So I guess that I feel like that kind of sucks a little bit, but if flashlight is good, then maybe it doesn't matter. So because I think it's even cheaper than a regular flash used to be. But yeah, what else we got? Um, this we just saw. This is kind of interesting. I guess there's like a new coding benchmark that someone came up with. I mean, not someone. It's like seems like a bunch of universities and
Someone's,
researchers. Someone's. Yeah,
yeah, some important people.
yeah. Now I guess the cool part, or not the cool part, like the interesting part about this is what they found is none of the models could pass the hard benchmark. So it seems like a bunch of them did pretty good on easy and medium. I mean, this is not great that some of these couldn't even do the medium one, but I don't know. I guess maybe this is like the next level for agents or for LLM models. Like maybe the next ones that come out are going to be able to pass these kinds of difficult benchmarks.
Mhm. Does it say anything about like what they are that none of them can pass?
Uh, I don't know. I'm sure it does. There's like a whole paper, I guess, but I don't know if it's actually linked here. Let's see, what do we got?
Oh, like if the actual paper is linked?
Yeah,
It might be in their reply. Oh no, it's just screenshots.
rating models fairly. Every submission is treated as a chess game against the task's official difficulty. Okay, interesting. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I guess I don't really know, how valid this is. I'm sure it is. It looks like it is, but interesting nonetheless. What else we got?
Yeah, you know they're good. The companies are going to see this and take it as a challenge. Like, oh, I'm going to be the first one to
Oh
score
yeah.
anything on the hard now.
Oh, 100%. 100% for sure. Oh yeah. Posted a demo this morning. So
Recognize that name?
yeah. Um, we're gonna have per user memory. So last week we shipped it for semantic recall, which is like uh, RAG as memory. So what this is you have threads, which are conversations, and then you have a user that owns those threads. And previously, each thread had its own segmented memory, and it did not follow the user into other conversations that they had. So what we shipped semantic recall, so RAG that applies across all conversations. What this demo is the same thing but for working memory, which is kind of like a top of the mind like scratch pad for the agent. Um, so in the demo, I kind of show like like tell it like a fake name is something I'm interested in. I start a new conversation and it remembers everything from the other one, even though it's a brand new conversation. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
and there's a pre-release. So if anyone's interested, you can try it. Go find it on Twitter. You can find, I think you can just find me if you want. It's Tyler Tylbar. It's my Twitter. And then this should be shipping next week in our next release.
And I think we need more likes on this post too.
Yeah, I only got 25. We need more. Go like it. Follow,
Yeah,
subscribe.
there's 75 people here, so we can get that up to 100, no problem.
All right, what else we got? This is like this one, we didn't look at this too much. We thought it was kind of interesting though. So there's a new model that was released, I think from a Chinese company. It's an open weights model. It's pretty small. You could probably run this on a MacBook if you have a lot of memory on your MacBook. 72B. The interesting part though is that it seems to score quite high on SWE bench verified as a coding model. So this is interesting. I don't know. I kind of want to try it. I haven't tried it, but it's kind of cool.
Hmm.
Oh, we just got some people joining. Let's pull them in.
All right, how do we do that?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What up, dude?
Yo,
Oh, what's going on?
we just dropped in to say hello, and I wanted to figure out why the asset I worked so hard for the overlay isn't showing.
And I wanted to show that we're in
Yeah,
the color patch, baby. But you can't see it because of the glare. That's
Oh,
okay.
I was gonna say, I was like, why
it's a cool
is that
picture.
a map or like a subway map?
We always
Yeah, where's your overlay?
we haven't streamed here actually this week, but usually
Not
we
this
have
one.
like all this props and stuff set up.
We didn't want to use the overlay today. What?
No, we have it. I think maybe we didn't upload the other one. So we got this one, which is for when we're working on the
I think
feature.
this is the only one we got.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
We're not
didn't
that
get the other one.
sophisticated
Do
yet.
we need one just a general one that just has the name in the top with no title, maybe for just
We do.
Oh,
We
yeah,
do.
yeah, we probably do.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I can do that. You know, we just dropped in to say hello. We don't want to interrupt the flow, but
But I want to tell the chat something. I just discovered this drink called Olipop. It's so good, dude. It's so good. They don't sponsor us, but they should.
Wait, it's what's it
Sponsored by
called?
Olipop.
Ollie?
Ollie,
Olipop.
yeah. Ollie.
Olipop. Okay. Oh, it's a root beer.
Well, they got all different kinds of flavors, but they give you a couple grams of sugar, so you feel like you're cheating a little bit. It's not sugar free,
Wrong.
but it is good.
Oh, and also shout out. This was fueling us this week. This hint water. I had never heard about this stuff. So good.
Yeah, we're just shilling beverages
We're
here.
using
Yeah,
investor
they got some
to buy
bougie things in
beverages.
SF.
All
And
right,
water.
Well, I'll let you guys get back to it. Good seeing y'all. Happy
Good to see
Friday.
Have fun, hey.
Yeah, have fun, eh?
See
But
it.
yeah,
I think I smell a sponsorship coming.
yeah,
If Olipop
we definitely
or whatever
need.
that water
Yeah,
company is listening.
you know what? Why not both?
Yeah.
Oh, they're both,
Let
I
us know.
think, San
Hit us up.
Francisco companies. Makes sense.
So maybe it could actually happen. Anyway, we saw this. We thought this was kind of funny. You got 1-800 ChatGPT in WhatsApp. I don't think I would use that. I don't know who would, but it feels very like infomercially to me. You know?
Should I see if I think I still might have it on my phone. Let's
Oh, you're gonna want WhatsApp it right now?
yeah, let's see. Should I see if it works? Okay, one.
I mean, I guess this is probably old news because it looks like it's just saying image generation is now available. But I didn't even know you could do this. And this part's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of funny to me.
I kind of feel like it's a prank. I'm afraid to do this.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wait, what do I make an image of a dog?
So you just typed in 1-800 ChatGPT.
Yeah, I added it as a contact. I don't know if you could see this, but it's like it looks pretty official.
Okay. Why not?
Yeah, I don't, I don't know what like why like what the utility of interacting this way is.
I mean, I guess then that's like one less app you need if you like chatting with ChatGPT all the time.
Yeah, I mean, plus I guess it's like I don't know. Maybe it's not so much like a North American thing, but I feel like people outside of North America just love WhatsApp. Like every time I travel to a different country, like that's how
Mm,
people communicate with each other.
that's true.
And then also like people of the older generation just send like silly images all the time.
In WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, looks like it didn't work. I don't know if you could see that. Oh wait, is this
What did it say?
backwards?
Something went wrong? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
backwards.
Yeah, it says, something seems to have gone wrong.
Oh, well, I guess
Well,
it's brand new, so maybe it'll work soon. All right, what else we got? New MCP spec. Do you want to talk about this?
oh yeah. So they just announced the new MCP spec. They've been working on it for a while. I think the last spec, yeah, previous one came out in what's the third month? January, February, March. So like 3 months ago.
I would have to count the months too.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And every time like in our like repo we have like a linting rule that all the imports have to be in alphabetical order. And every
Mm.
time I have to like move them around, I'm always like A B C D E F G H I J K L M N. I'm like,
You got to
okay,
get a plugin for that.
yeah.
There's a IDE plugin that'll just resort them.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I would drive me crazy if I had to do it manually. Oh my god.
It doesn't happen like very often because it's like pretty easy just
Yeah,
to do it. But
that's true.
you know
That's
what?
true.
That's good to know that there's a plugin.
Yep.
But I've really solidified my ABCs in the last couple months.
Nice. Learning stuff.
Yeah, so I guess like the biggest things to point out here is that now there's structured tool output. So you can before you could only give it an input schema. Now you can also give it an output schema, and it'll validate the return value.
Nice.
Yeah, probably.
I think I'm looking at the right thing. When I clicked on the link, it jumped to the wrong place.
Oh, really?
It like scrolls down. Oh,
Oh,
okay, it's
right
good for
there.
him.
Yeah,
It goes up.
yeah. So you get
Okay.
this property. Yeah, so it's the same. It'll look the same as the input schema, like it's just a JSON schema. But then
Right.
in the return value, like if you scroll down, it'll have like a structured content property
Oh, okay.
now that has the output, and then
So
you
do you have to?
can also just get it in like a text string.
Right. Do you have to do both of these?
Yeah,
That's kind of annoying, but
yeah. I
fair
think it's
enough.
for backwards compatibility as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like if a client doesn't support this yet or whatever, or sorry, doesn't
Yeah,
support this one.
yeah, exactly. You don't want to just like break all existing clients.
Yeah, that makes sense. Nice. And you already added support for this, right? In Mastra?
Yeah, added support. It hasn't been released yet, but will be
Is it out
released pretty soon.
in alpha maybe?
No, it's still waiting for
Oh, okay.
a
Then
review,
next
but
week.
yeah, it's pretty much good to go.
Oh, you need a review? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'll review that right after this.
And then another big one is fixing up off. So there's just been,
This one?
yeah, I think that the story around auth uh, is that it hasn't worked so much for like enterprise users, and there was a lot of people that raised concerns about MCP and auth here, and
Mhm.
so uh, I think they just spent some time and reworked it to make it more foolproof.
Nice. But I guess
I
this is
haven't looked
also
into
like,
this too much though, so I don't know like what the details of it are yet.
yeah, I haven't gone deep on like MCP auth myself, but I do know this like authorization server thing is where you can like have a second server that acts as the auth server for your MCP server. So I think you can have like you could use like some SaaS product or something for authorization. And it looks like if I'm reading this right, this is for adding OAuth to that. Protect resources. Yeah, to discover the corresponding authorization server.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah, that's cool.
And then they also added support for elicitation. So basically, the server asking the client to get some context from a user.
Interesting.
So getting more information. So it's like I don't know if you need, yeah. So here, like if
Okay.
a server needs like a username for something, then it can ask the client to ask the user.
So the server sends this, it's like, and then the client would show some kind of like pop-up saying like, oh, this is the server needs this info or whatever with
Yeah,
this
exactly.
message. Okay, cool. Okay, and then the client just sends this back.
Mhm.
That's cool. Nice. Anything else in here, or is that those are like the standout
Yeah, that's
features?
kind of the Cole's notes for me.
This one's kind of cool, I think. I believe. Wait, did it jump to the right place? No. Something wrong with these links. It like jumps up or down or something. Where is this? I don't know. Anyway, it kind of looks like it. This is like being able to put like a link to a file or like a website or something and like display a UI in the client around that. So if that's what it is, that sounds cool to me. But I don't know because the website's
Yeah.
broken.
The PR, if you click on the PR, it might have a description
Oh yeah, good call.
of what it is. Yeah, returning resource content inline isn't
Okay.
practical.
Very type tag. Interesting. Okay. Cool. All right. What else we got? I think we got a couple more things. This one's kind of crazy. I guess there was an OpenAI podcast, and Sam said Meta is like trying to, I guess, lure top AI researchers with $100 million yearly salaries. That's just wild. That is so much money. I don't know. And supposedly they're also not going over, which means, I mean, their equity at OpenAI or like Anthropic or wherever must just be worth so much money that you can turn down $100 million salary. Like that's insane.
Yeah, that's why I wonder if their contracts have something about that as well, and
Oh
that's
yeah.
just not part of the story.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
Because yeah,
Well,
that's quite a lot of money. I like it's wild to think that one person can be worth that much, but it's like you wonder if it's like just trying to get like, are they gonna bring you $100 million worth of I guess like worth of use or whatever, or is it
so,
just
well,
like so
I
that
think
they
so. I
pay
mean,
them?
I think that that's the idea, right? Because it's like Meta is kind of far behind on in the AI space now. Because I think they had a lot of top AI researchers in the past, and then I don't know when it was that they fired a bunch of them, and then they've been behind, I think, since then, right? So you think about like the llama models and stuff, like they're amazing for open source, but they don't compete at all with the all like the bigger models like Gemini and
Mhm.
Claude and all that. So I don't know. Maybe. I think it's maybe like they're realizing they're screwed, so they're trying to figure out how to like dig out of that hole, you know? Like they also just put was like $15 billion. They put on they got a stake of $15 billion for 49% of Scale AI recently. I think that was like a couple weeks ago. So like it seems like they're just trying to pour money into catching up, which I mean maybe it'll work. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Scale AI. What is that?
I think they do multiple things, but I think one thing is they do I believe they do like synthetic data or like training data for models. I think if I remember.
Oh, they
I don't know if
do like research.
I don't know if this is the right company. But yeah. All right, we just got two more things that are smaller. So this is kind of cool. Midjourney, they have a video model now. Let's just mute this. It looks really good. Like, I don't know. It's like a cool 80s, 90s style in that shot. I don't know.
It it's so funny how AI videos are always trying to do the most, like they're just go like doing so much. Like nothing
Right.
ever just looks like a normal, just like I don't know,
Someone in a
like you always
room.
have to have like so much like
I mean, this one's
visually
kind of
going
normal.
on.
I mean, there's a lot going on, but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Right, like dragons and shit.
Yeah. And just
This is
like
impressive though.
everything
I
is like
mean,
extremely like stylized and like cluttered,
mhm.
I find.
I mean, maybe that is kind of the selling point for this though, right? It's like you can
Mhm.
make videos that would be very, very hard to make otherwise, right? You
Yeah.
do like hours and hours of animation or like CGI or whatever, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like personally, I think it's still nice that like you can tell that a video is AI.
Yeah. I mean, I think in this case though, some of these it's just because it's such a wacky video, right? If they did something,
Yeah.
if someone generated something that was more toned down, like you're saying, I don't know if you would be able to tell, you know? You might just think it was like just like an animated video or something. I mean, that one's pretty obvious, but
Yeah.
like this could just be like that could be a cutscene for a video game or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So pretty crazy. And then in that same vein, there's like a new or I think a new company. I haven't heard of them before. They just dropped a video model that's very cheap, apparently. Let's mute that. But this is an example, I guess, that somebody made, like Cat Olympics.
Yeah,
I
this
don't know.
isn't
It
AI.
looks pretty
This
good.
I think I
Yeah, this
saw
isn't
this
real.
at in Paris.
Yeah, like the physics are crazy. You know, I feel like the last generation video models. I mean, that was a little bit weird, but
Yeah,
it would
this
like
one
jump up
looks
and just like
like
morph into like a weird thing, you know. But this kind of
yes,
maintains the consistency.
yeah. Some of these look like weirdly real.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Um, how do I stop sharing? I don't even know. I feel like an old man.
Yeah, I
There
can't
we
help
go.
you here.
Got it. Cool. I mean, that's what we got. Should we do the? Well, we're planning on doing what we talked about, right? MCP elicitation, one of the
Yeah,
news.
let's do it. Yeah, yeah. We kind of talked about like what to pair on today, and I don't know. We're just kind of in bug land right now, and that's not really super engaging to watch. So then
Mhm.
conveniently, MCP dropped a new spec, and we're like, you know what? I bet we can probably get elicitation support for the server and client on the stream right now.
Yeah, let's do it. Do you want to drive again? Because I think we should use the project that you had in your MCP workshop.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let me just.
And I would think you probably still have that set up on your computer.
Yes, I think I do. Let me just save the work I have right now. Probably should have done that before, but you know what? Okay. Let me get set up here. Share my entire screen here. Wait, am I sharing the right screen? Oh yeah, I can see that I am.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Um, okay, so what are we going to do? We are going to do, let me pull up the spec elicitation. Okay, so we're gonna add support for this. We kind of went over it briefly before. Seems fairly straightforward. Server initiates elicitation to the client. The client renders some sort of UI that the user can interact with, and then provide the information. Client sends back to server, and that's about it.
Nice.
Okay, so let's go. I don't need this. Let me
I mean, I
get rid
guess
of all
maybe you could
these.
use that for like approving tool calls even probably, hey?
Use what?
The like elicitation as a feature, like the have it so your tool always asks through elicitation if it can run the tool, you know?
Oh yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
maybe for the little demo project you have, maybe that would be the easiest way to add it in.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Okay, so let's let me just clean this up a bit. Okay, so let me grab the spec itself. Um, actually, I can just copy here. So I'm going to add this so I can add it into context, just to make it easier on myself. Oh, this is integration tests. So I have a client and server, so I'm just going to add elicitation spec. I think it's going to copy as markdown. Yeah. This is actually pretty convenient that this has this little like
Oh yeah,
copy as markdown. You just paste it into here, then I'm going to add it into my context here.
yeah, that's a nice flow. I like that.
So another thing, let's look at, oh no, I guess I want a model. I'm going to look at if they have any examples of it being used. So I can pull from that as well. Oh, I don't want this. I want, do they have examples here? No, I'll look at the, no, that's not what I want.
I think maybe in the TypeScript SDK repo.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to.
Oh, okay.
No, that's Python. There we go. Okay, so this is, so we have an example for the server and a client, I think. Let's see what those look like. That demonstrates. Use the underlying server instance to elicit input from the client.
So this is from the server, and then it has
Yeah,
like a
so the
client
server, oh, this is,
connection.
they're writing a server. So I think server is, wait,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so
It's the
server.server is their like server
internal
client.
one.
Yeah, like the one that, here, let me show. If I go to this here, we should import it somewhere. Yeah, right here. So that server is this one here. So it's the same one
Okay.
that we use. So it should look pretty similar. Okay, so it looks like you write it into the tool itself.
Okay. Oh, and then you just await that call. So
Yeah.
is it? It's always inside of a tool. Is that right? I mean, I guess the flow of that makes sense. I mean, maybe it can happen at any time, but the like here for like an example, it makes the most sense to be in a tool call or something like that.
Yeah. Oh wait, is this? Okay, so yeah, you add some capabilities. You set up an elicitation handler. What is AJV? Have you seen that before?
No, but I'll look it up. I mean, it looks like in the right sidebar, import AJV from AJV. So I guess it's like a dependency.
Yeah.
The JSON schema validator.
Oh, okay. This looks like there's quite a lot going on. So, oh, I guess it asks for some information.
Mm-hmm.
Field schema as, oh, then it's giving a prompt.
And
What
this
does
is
it
in the client.
return? Yeah, this is a client.
I think probably a lot of this is just sort of like implementation details, right? Like it's using readline I guess this is like a terminal UI in the example.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of building up the question that it asks, and then also the schema.
Right. So this is as you would write your custom code here, however you want to handle elicitation requests. So this
Yeah.
would be like up to the whoever's implementing the client.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds right to me. We might want to, so that they don't need like a dependency like AJV, we might want to convert that to like a Zod schema or something and
Mhm.
pass it in from our public API, just because everything else in Mastra works with Zod schemas. So,
Mhm.
but maybe for the whatever MVP, we don't have to do that.
Yeah. That's elicitation client example. And then let's grab the other one as well. Cool. So I'm going to add these three. I'm going to add my server and my client.
Is is Gemini 2.5 Pro still your go-to?
Yeah, I haven't
Your
really.
favorite?
I should probably branch out and try some other ones, but honestly, it hasn't been like every now and again. It's kind of just doesn't do what I want, but it's pretty rare that that's the case.
Well, you should try Claude 4 on the stream here because it's
On
pretty
it?
good. Yeah.
All right, let's try that.
I personally haven't used it in Cursor, so I don't know, but generally it's a good model.
We'll see. Okay,
Yeah.
so want to implement elicitation from the MCP spec provided. I've also provided an example of how it can be used in the server and the client. For the sake of this implementation, the client should not our MCP client class should accept a handler that can be passed into instantiating the class so that the user can determine how they want to handle the elicitation request. That sound good?
Yeah. One thing that might be worth doing, I mean, I guess it has all the code. I was going to say it might be worth adding like some of the Mastra docs, but maybe you don't actually need to do that because it can read all the code.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, I've been really liking Claude 4. Oh, that was pretty quick for it to start.
Oh,
I've been using it with Claude Code though. I think I'm gonna like this week I was trying switching from Cursor to Claude Code, and I like it so much I think I'm gonna cancel my Cursor subscription and just only use Claude Code.
oh, really?
Yeah, I think something about it just seems to work better. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like their like agentic loop somehow is better because like you can use all
Mhm.
the same models here, but I've just had like such good results from Cloud Code this week. But
What is it? I've yet to use it. Like, what is like the DX of it? Is it
it's
an
a
IDE?
it's a terminal UI. So you run a terminal command, you just type Claude,
Hmm.
but it does have plugins for like VS Code, which you could probably install in Cursor, so that like little terminal window can communicate with the IDE. But I just use it straight in the terminal. But it has a really
Oh
good
wait, I
planning
should
mode.
stop
Oh,
it for a second. The two example files are just copy and
oops.
pasted from another repo. Don't try to fix them up. There will be imports and lint issues as it's just use that as an example to look at. I think it was looking for this and being like, I don't understand where these files are.
Mm. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I could see that being confusing for an agent.
Yeah, because I think it was looking for like this type, and it's like, I don't see this file here.
Hmm.
Oh, I wonder if I have to. Oh, it probably doesn't have the types because I didn't. Um, Wait, do you want to review my other PR and then maybe we can merge it because I bumped up the package of the SDK in it.
Sure.
I mean, I guess I can just bump it up here too.
Oh, that's the only thing you need. Yeah, I just bump it here.
I think it was on 1 point.
You can also you can type like pnpm install and just put like at latest on the end. It'll just install the latest version. Or you can put a string of latest in here. Um, yeah.
Oh yeah,
You might have to do at latest on the end of it.
I already bumped it up manually here.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I think I saved it.
Yeah.
Sweet. I guess maybe we should reiterate what we're doing because there might be a lot more people watching right now.
Yep.
So MCP dropped a new spec a couple days ago. One of the things that they added to it was elicitation. And so right now we're working to add elicitation capabilities in our MCP server and MCP client classes. And so I'll just go over quickly what elicitation is that uh, the server the server sends a request to the client. The client asks the user tries to get some sort of information from the user. How the client does that is up to whoever uses the client. And then so the client would get that information and return it back to the server, then the server can continue. But the server essentially waits for this whole loop until it finishes.
So it's human in the loop as part of the MCP spec.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Elicitation handler. I feel like this must be a type in the SDK. Or was that in the client or the server? Oh, maybe it's not typed.
Maybe it says in the spec, like it's possible that Claude here is just trying to make like a convention or something.
Oh, why did it remove this? The underlying. Okay, I feel like it might be going backwards. Okay, so you pass an elicitation handler.
So it's just kind of hard coding the schema. I think maybe that's the part of the problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it. I think it's just going off the rails now and undoing a bunch of stuff. Okay, yeah, so this should be
Oh yeah, that comes from the MCP
the,
SDK.
yeah.
Yeah.
This should be elicit request schema.
You might not get it until
There we go.
okay.
And then this looks fine because we want to call a handler when this endpoint gets hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can, that's fine. The handler itself, let's look at the message requested schema. Does that look right to you?
Here, I will send you a link. So actually, if you go, oh yeah, you're on the page already. So if you go back to the spec, I think you had it open in one of the other tabs.
Oh, this one here.
No, like the actual website. Is it on the?
Oh, this.
Yeah, here. And then in the menu on the right, see there's like request schema. So this requested schema does seem to be the right thing, but I don't know if the way it's doing it is right.
Oh, this is like you determine the schema.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But in
when you're
this case,
writing your
wouldn't
server.
the server defines the structure,
Yeah.
not the client.
Yep, that's right.
So I think here we don't necessarily know what the schema is.
Because we're on this is in the client. What's the schema? Yeah, because that would happen at runtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder in the client example that you have, maybe it shows that somewhere. And maybe that's part of why they had this AJV thing.
So it gets the schema.
Yeah, so it's just like a runtime thing.
Validate. Oh, so the server passes the schema,
Mm-hmm.
and so the client has the schema, and then it's up to the client to validate it against the output.
I would think they probably both validate it, but like the client is going to build a UI around the schema.
Yeah.
And then probably as you're entering information, you want to give feedback to the user if they're doing it wrong, right?
Hmm.
But I would assume the server also validates it as well. I mean, it should. But I think like for us, probably
Oh wait, I
like
should
for the
probably
purposes of
bump
the
this up,
stream,
shouldn't I?
we probably don't have to go too crazy on like doing it that part right, It's like maybe we just need to build a simple UI, don't even worry about validating it for
Yeah,
now, and then just send the data back.
yeah, that's true. Okay. So yeah, because I feel like we could validate it ourselves in our MCP client class rather than
Mhm.
leaving it up to the user to write that logic and figure it out.
Yeah, that's true. I think where you might want to do it when you're using the client is to provide some visual feedback on the um, if you're building a form or something like a little UI. But we could probably still do it, and they could do it.
Yeah. So what is it doing here? Okay, I don't think we actually need this.
Mhm. Sometimes it just likes to make like extra methods. Just call other ones.
Yeah. Okay, so the server, does the server need to do anything, or is it just up to?
I think that like they're both gonna have to do stuff for this, but for just to get it working, probably all we have to do is like send the request on one side, have the handler on the other side, right? And we could even for now just hard code like when we're using the client, maybe we don't even have to build a UI initially. We can just receive the request, hard code some data to send back, and then make sure that we like log out and see everything working.
Yeah. Oh, I think we might need something like this, but for elicitation, like some sort of like this dot elicitation And it'd be like a send elicitation request. And it would be, we'd run some sort of handler.
Mhm.
I think we want something like
So,
that.
I mean, probably what we can do is we can inject that into tools for now, just to start. Right. So the tools, I think you got like a second argument that has a bunch of Mastra related stuff. You could probably just put it right in there. So like when you're writing a tool and you're writing a server, you can just grab that function and then call it whenever you want.
Right? So you're saying instead, like have that in tools.
But then actually, yeah, I think it makes sense.
Does that make sense to have it in?
I mean, I think it should be available on the server instance, but also if you're creating a tool, I think you should be able to just call it from within the tool, you know? So like for whatever server this tool is attached to, I want to make an
Right, but
elicitation request.
so we still have something like this, but then we pass this property into a tool so that they
Yeah,
have it in their execute function.
yeah.
Oh, but I guess you can have multiple elicitation requests. They probably,
I think that's okay though, right? It's like I think the specific function call will be bound to the request. So it's like when that gets called inside of the tool or wherever, that will make a request to the client and it'll just wait for a response.
yeah. Okay. Then in the client, all this looks okay.
So we need to add
Is there a,
the schema. I think we're gonna have to when you're defining. Let's see how would that work?
elicitation?
I think it would be passed in maybe when you call the elicitation function.
Oh, elicit input. So it should be, I'm gonna stop. This should be this dot server dot elicit input.
Right.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
So when a user is writing a MCP server and then they call the function that we're going to expose to them, I think then they would pass in a schema when they call the function.
Yeah. Okay, so you get a message and a schema. So yeah,
Oh yeah, and I guess yeah, nice. That's already
yeah,
there.
so we wouldn't need that. So oh yeah, I guess pass the request just as is.
Mm-hmm. And I think some of this stuff might be some custom stuff that
Yeah.
Claude just added, because I don't see that in the spec, unless I'm just missing it.
Yeah, I think this accept, reject, cancel is
Oh no, wait. I think it is there. Yeah, there's a whole response actions section. So if you go back,
accept.
yeah, that is part of the spec. It's at the
Response
it's in
action.
there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's no type for it.
Oh, there isn't?
I don't
Like
think
if
so.
you
Let's
hover
see.
on action right there. Oh yeah, it's any. That's weird.
I mean, this is also because it's not.
Oh, this is the example. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I thought we were looking at
Let me.
the new code. Oh, and it's casting it with as.
Oh, this response. Oh, action. Oh, we might be able to do elicit result. Oh no, it would
I mean,
be.
I think if you remove like the as type, I think it already had the types there. On line 212.
Oh, this here.
Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it looks like it's already typed. I mean, it is actually unknown for like the rest of it. I think we only know the types that we have there, so I think that's good. I sort of feel like we can just return this response though directly. That's what you were gonna do? Okay, nice.
Yeah, I think so.
And then just for debugging, yeah, have log.
Because
Okay.
the client is what returns whether it's like rejected or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only reject if it's an error, I guess.
I feel like that might be wrong. Like maybe it should just throw, but I think for now we should just go with this.
Yeah. Oh, and then this should be sort of elicit request.
Oh, you got rid of the variable name. You want to do request and then colon elicit request.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I think it was params. Oops. Nice. Okay, this is looking better.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of redundant.
I think we might not need that either, that whole like object that's getting set there, because you can just make this private method public on
Oh, like just
197.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess if it's
At least, I mean, oh yeah, I guess so the reason we're doing it the other way is so you have like server.prompts or server.elicitation. That makes sense.
yeah, just to make
Okay.
it a bit cleaner. Then we can also wrap whatever they, because I have a feeling we might not want to only accept JSON schema.
Mm-hmm.
So like this, we could keep like this, and then here we can check what type of schema they pass in and do some transformations.
Nice.
What's it complaining about? Other than this. Sweet. Okay, honestly, that looks fine now. This client, I can fix that. Okay, this kind of looks like it might be all that we need to at least try it out.
Mm. I think we'll probably have to change it a bit. I would think that the elicitation request is probably tied to like a specific client connection, but I don't know if we set it up that way here. But this will probably work, but we'll maybe just have to tweak it later.
Is
Right?
it?
Because
Because I think it just
request handler.
because it's
'Cause you
not
get
a like it just waits. So I think it keeps the connection open.
right, but you could have multiple clients connected at the same time, right? So the request has to be for a specific one.
Right, but I didn't see that being handled in either of these. Like it just kind of seems like because here, like we we get input and we just wait. So it kind of seems like it's all in the same connection.
So where does that server variable come from?
This one, this is from
Yeah.
the MCP server, and this is like the SDK instance of the server.
Okay. All right. Well, let's try it out.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go here. Let's build some stuff. That didn't work. Has no exported member. Did it hallucinate that?
Could this be from the?
Oh, from the the example, this one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Oh no, it says server.ts.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Wait, what did it say? There's no
Well,
exported member.
it's weird that your IDE can find it.
I beg to differ.
You've been running into lots of weird type issues though with your setup,
Yeah.
where you have to like keep deleting node modules and like the tsub folder and all
Oh
this
yeah,
stuff.
maybe I'll do that.
I feel like node modules is probably fine, but the other ones,
Whatever, I'll do it all.
yeah. And you might have to build core too before.
Same thing. Oh,
So if you go to the client.ts file and then click on like the elicitation thing that it's saying doesn't exist, like if you command click on it, you actually get something. Huh. Okay, go back to the error for a second, because we could compare the path. So
this is PNPN TSUP. Yeah, it's not the same.
okay. Yeah, there's some kind of. I mean, you could try deleting that one, like the path that you see there. Like if you maybe need to
Oh,
delete the
like
node modules in the root.
yeah.
Something's messed up in the mono repo. Like didn't upgrade all of the dependencies.
Okay, fingers crossed.
Same thing. Okay, so the other thing, we might have multiple versions of the MCP SDK.
Oh, we do. Yeah. So yeah, in the other PR, I bumped them all, but this one I didn't. That's wait, why is this the old one now? Wait, I'm confused. Didn't I bump it?
I think you ran the install command. Maybe it put it back to the other one.
But that's strange because the IDE sees it
Yeah, it is weird.
even after I deleted modules and installed again. I have no idea.
I think in your IDE you're getting like the red squiggly lines now.
Sweet. Okay, so that was it. Just multiple versions.
This you might just need to restart your TypeScript server. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Nice. Just a slight detour.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I forget what we were doing. Oh, yeah, we're gonna try it out now. So I think I have like a workshop. So this is just like a notes app. So I think we can add. I got a
Did
link.
you add the client support as well? I can't remember. Or is it just for the server to start?
I added both.
Okay, nice.
Or maybe it'll be easier to see if this works in just like a little example in the monorepo first.
Yeah.
I think we have an example here.
I have a lot of trouble with the monorepo examples sometimes. I have to go add it to the workspace because they all got removed. Like for actually
Oh, I
running it.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we have. All right, well, let's just try that first. Examples, agent. Make sure it's all good.
I mean, I guess maybe the easiest thing would even just be to write a test. If we could just get cursor to even in the background, just work on a test for it.
True, yeah.
We have, I think we have integration tests for like client server.
Okay, so these seem to work.
Nice.
Now let's see. How would I test this? So let's write. Let's just pull from that example. Elicitation. Oh, I think the server sends the schema, right?
Yeah, maybe the best way to start is to just like add a handler in the client and just log out the schema or something like that.
Yeah. It is. Where does this come from?
You're looking for the type for it?
Yeah, I
feel
was
like
just gonna grab whatever they were using and
oh,
just
okay.
use it. But it looks like, oh, it's like not typed.
I think when it they pass one in when they call elicit, whatever it is, elicit request.
Right, but so this requested schema comes from the parameters, like here. Oh no, it's right here.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'll just
So I
copy and
guess
paste
like
this one.
what they're doing, I think, is based on the tool input arguments. They're doing a different elicitation request.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'll copy that. Maybe I'll just add it. Tell it can you add an elicitation sample. Wait, does this use the client too?
It might, but probably in a different file.
Oh no, I don't think. Or wait, yeah, it does.
I feel like it's almost the moment of truth. Is this going to work? Pretty sure it is, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I feel like we did a lot without verifying anything. So
Yeah. What was the rule
it's
again?
never.
If it works the first time, we have to take a drink.
Yeah.
I don't have a drink. I gotta go get one. I feel like it's gonna work. I need to have a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay, so we got a tool here, sending in the server sending a request here, accept, reject. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then the client has this handler, pass it in. Okay, and it's updating the client or the server name. Okay, this looks like it might work.
I think for the real API, we might want to let them set the handler somewhere else, but I think this is good for getting it working.
Oh, like rather than passing it in here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it should probably be like
more like a dynamic
MCP
thing.
client. Yeah, like
Yeah,
that handler. I think that's what we do for. I don't know. It's getting no types here.
that
Yeah,
verification.
we do
Oh
this
yeah.
for like other stuff.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's run this.
So this is one of the examples in the monorepo. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then we just kind of added a request on the server side and then a handler. Is the handler does it just have a hard coded, oh, not connect,
Oh, I think I have to run the server first.
right?
Okay, and let's, oops. Full name,
Oh, cool. It's
email
working.
address, phone number.
I mean, even if it fails after this, to me, this is working. So I think we gotta take a
Submit
drink.
this information. Yes. Click.
Okay,
Oh,
it did. It actually just did work. It looks like that's awesome. Hell yeah, nice work.
oh, that's sweet.
Okay, I was expecting to have to fight it a little bit more.
Yeah,
You know, damn, that was easy.
yeah.
I mean,
I
you
hope you're
made it look
watching this,
easy.
Shane. This one's for you. We got to get some of
Like,
those like sponsored waters.
I got a nice like no name brand flavored lime water.
Ooh, nice.
Maybe we could get a Western family sponsorship, please. If you're watching. Do you guys have is Western family like just a West Coast thing in Canada?
I
Or
have
do you
no
have that
idea what
too?
Western family is.
Okay, it must just be a West Coast thing.
Yeah. Oh wait, has our little faces not been here the whole time, I think?
Yeah, I zoomed it in so that you could see the oh, because I was holding up the drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I zoomed it in so we could see the code better. But yeah, nice little
That
drink
makes
here.
sense.
Um,
Uh,
cool. I mean, feel like that's a win.
yeah. That's
I mean, we got to clean it up a little bit to actually ship the thing, but add some tests, add some docs, but I feel like that's more of like the boring stuff.
yeah, kind of yeah,
I
that's pretty
mean,
sweet. What that took
we
us like
could,
40, 50 minutes, something like that.
yeah, I think like 45 basically, yeah. I mean, if you wanted to, we could try to add it to you have like that resources demo that you made for the
Ooh,
work.
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, because nothing was hard coded, right? I don't think.
Uh, no,
Or
no.
for yeah, okay. So I mean, it should work. I mean, the UI, you'd have to build a UI, I guess, for it. But
Yeah. So in here,
are
need to
you're
make sure.
using AGUI though, right? So it probably has some like built-in components or something we could use. I would think.
For elicitation? Maybe, yeah.
Well, maybe not for elicitation, but just generally for like human in the loop uh,
Yeah.
feedback.
Oh, true, yeah. Okay, so I want to add some overrides. Let's see. I want to probably just MCP, I guess. The only one I changed.
Mm-hmm.
What
Oh,
am I doing? And I guess I'll need to get the path. Oh wait, I think it's like that, isn't it?
mm, I don't know. I've never
Oh,
had
it
to do
was like
that,
that.
but maybe back ways to look for something.
Wait, didn't I just change this? Oh yeah, changed. Oh, okay. Let's see if this works. Oh, field PNP, and this will not be. Oh, at
Oh,
the
maybe it
root of the
does.
workspace. Invalid
I think
package JSON.
you got that.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, did that actually work? Let's see.
This is where we were having problems before with like the Next.js bundling, right? It wasn't picking up
Yeah.
the override or something like that.
I don't know. I guess I'll look to see if the code changes are there. Wait, okay. Seems to be there.
Nice.
Okay, so I had a tool somewhere. Let's see.
Are you looking for like the project tool?
Yeah, I stopped paying attention for a second and I was like, wait, I'm in node modules. Okay.
Oh yeah, so you have like a write note one there,
tools.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Okay, so let's, before writing, let's say server, what was it again? Oh, so I'll need access to
You might
this.
have to. Well, this is where I think we should pass it into the tool arguments, but to just make it work, you could probably just move this tool into the same file because I think you'll have like a cyclical import
Oh, true. Yeah.
otherwise.
And then we can do notes, elicitation, send request. Are you sure you want to write this note? Maybe, do you want to write the note with this content?
Nice.
Maybe I'll do a new line.
And then I guess wait it, but then we want to get back the result as well too.
Oh, yes, yeah. What was it again? Like result
probably typed here.
action equals cancel or
Nice.
okay. Otherwise, write the note. And then in the client, we have to just handle that.
Mm-hmm. Is
All
your
right,
project
yeah.
like
So we should do that, like on elicitation request.
right? But I guess
But I
for
guess
this
for
we can
now, yeah, we can just add it in here. What was it called?
I think you have to put it inside the server object, and then you have
Oh,
like
right.
types. Yeah.
There we go. Let's just copy the other one that we had. Or maybe I'll just ask.
Yeah, we're making moves, Avi. Daniel got it working first try.
Yeah, we got to work in first try.
I mean, I'm just watching, but it's pretty cool.
Okay, and then what do we want to do here? We want to.
I think that has to be async, probably. That's probably why you're getting all the squigglies and stuff. And then we probably have to return, specific. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess we could just automatically confirm it just to see if it works, which it should. Without even showing anything in the UI.
Yeah. I guess I want to show at least something so that we know
Right.
that it's.
Oh, what about you could just use a browser alert box? You know, those like really like janky old school like here, let me, because then we don't have to figure out all the like React React stuff to test it out. I can't remember how you make one of those boxes though. So just
Let
like
me.
window.alert or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like there's
Wait,
is
I'm
that the
just
one I
trying to
have to
wrap my head
confirm that?
around for a second. Like, what? How do we get this to pause and render something?
Well, I think that's where we would need to be able to set the handler dynamically, right? So you would connect your client somewhere, and then later in your UI code, you would add the. Oh wait, is this in an endpoint? Is this like you need to from the UI hit an endpoint that has an
No,
MCP client in it?
this is the. Oh yeah. The UI hits the.
Yeah, so there's I guess like multiple levels of like of what you'd have to wire up.
Oh wait, does the UI hit the client? No, the client just exists because like in where is it? Oh, not there. Yeah, we just import the client and like use it in
Oh,
these
okay.
endpoints.
Oh right, but yeah, this is what I mean, right? Like this is a get like handler function.
Yeah,
Like the
that the
UI is
UI
gonna have
is
to hit
hitting.
this, and there have to be like a back and forth between that before it resolves it.
Right. So you're saying, do we have access to?
Well, no, I don't think so because this is inside of a server like endpoint. So like we can make that all work, but I think it would just take us a little bit more time. We should probably just have it hard coded like this and just log it out and just make sure that we see the log when it makes the request.
Oh, it shouldn't be on there. Do I have that running? Okay, let me start the agent. Okay, now let me start the front end.
So you have to start 3, and it's because the server needs to start, like the MCP server, and then the agent needs to start and connect to it, and then the UI needs to start and connect to the agent.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. We should make that better. So like,
Yeah, definitely.
just like I think we just need to be able to pass like a promise as tools or something like that instead of awaiting it, and then it can just be one backend
Okay.
process, one front end.
And you write a new note with content test, with name test and content hello world. And so we should see our elicitation. Not this one here. Oh, sending elicitation requests. Do you want to write note with this content? Elicitation response accepted.
Sweet. That worked. So making this actually like a better demo, we would just have to like figure out how to wire up the UI to have like a sort of like a back and forth in that server endpoint.
Mhm.
Like maybe we could even just use SSE for that or something, or whatever. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. We could even, because right now there's like an event emitter. So I wonder if we could just emit an event and just wait for the response.
Oh yeah, it sounds
We have,
like it could work. Is the client able to hook into that, or is that like a server side thing?
yeah, the client and the front end are both hooked into it.
Oh, okay, perfect.
I mean, you could probably do that right now.
I mean, why not? This
Yeah.
is reminding me of last time though, when we like everything was working and we were just like crushing everything, and then the last thing we're like, oh, why not just do one more thing? And then we just got just wrecked by it. We couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
But I feel like so far this is a success. Like it's just kind of all working, and then we can just like clean this up, add some tests, docs, and ship it. So it's pretty sweet.
Okay. Elicitation response. And then let's just return the result.
Nice.
Oh, unknown.
Right.
But let's elicitation. Whatever. I'll just do any for now. Okay, and then when I get a elicitation request, oh no, that's not what I want to do. Let's do elicitation request listener. And let's send. Oh, I guess it's the same thing. It doesn't matter. Just be listener. Okay, and then when we get so where does that come in? Oh, it's like a slash event. Here. If data else do that stuff. Okay, so let's just do window.
Oh, and just do the alert. Nice.
Yeah. How do we use that?
I think that it might be synchronous. I feel like it is.
Okay, well, let's just see. Wait, are we sending a
Mm,
type though?
the last time oh wait, there's no, I think what you want is confirm or prompt. Probably want prompt. And then yeah, it looks like it is synchronous.
Okay. And then I think,
And that also returns a
oh, this
result.
is a type. Oh, it is. Yeah, I think it will have this as the type.
Okay, nice.
Hopefully, we'll see.
I think back in your UI code though, the prompt, I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure you need to get a result and then use that.
Oh, I see. Where was that? No. Let's do a search for.
So unmessing. Yeah, there you go. Something like that.
No. What is the
I think it's just
result?
oh wait, maybe prompt is the wrong one. Maybe you want confirm. Hold on, let's see.
Confirm is a Boolean. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Result.
Yeah, prompt is probably like you type in text and then it returns the text.
Okay, and I don't think we actually need any content here. Let me just double check. So on this, it'll emit that. Oh no, it's listening. Oh, wait, don't I want to do on? Or no, maybe once. What is
Yeah, I think because the handler
as
gets
a
called.
one-time listener? Oh, with event. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks like it might do something.
In the handler though, are you is it returning? Oh yeah, because it just returns the right shape. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So can you write oh, I wonder if I have to restart everything. We'll see. Note called test2 with content hello world.
You might have to just restart stuff.
Yeah. All right, let's just restart. It might also be the issue that we were seeing before where events weren't being sent properly back and forth.
Oh, okay. Right. Huh.
Doesn't look right. Oh, I started the wrong thing. I didn't actually start the server, I just started my front end.
But don't you have a server running in one of these tabs?
No, I closed them all out to
Oh,
now
okay.
I'm restarting it. Let's refresh this. Can you write a new node? Or you know what? Whoops. I'll utilize one of my prompts. New daily
Oh,
note.
nice.
I forgot I added that in here.
That's sweet.
Oh, it's going real slow. Oh, maybe it's waiting. A
Oh, like
received request. I
we
think the
didn't get
window isn't.
it's not working.
I mean, at least we know it's working. Like it's waiting for it.
Right. It's like it's blocking,
But
waiting
our
for a.
UI
Yeah.
it just isn't working.
I feel like
Okay,
it's
I
like
mean,
we're so like one step away from it working now. It's probably just something we're missing here. Like, did you get that log? the elicitation request.
Let's see. Yeah, elicitation request, and then what am I? Yeah, logging out data. Yeah, so this is what I get.
Oh, we
Okay,
just
so I
don't
think it
get
just
a.
timed out.
Okay. So it's just a UI thing then. We just don't have
Yeah,
that part working right.
let me just see. Yeah, so we're I want to render a window prompt to get the user to accept or deny a request. Am I doing this properly? I don't see the window popping up and it just hangs. Okay, well, it didn't take too long to see a few potential issues.
Yeah, that's quick.
Oh, I just realized I was saying a bunch of stuff, but I was muted.
Oh,
I was saying that like all of it's kind of working and working on the first
mhm.
try. It's just that our like UI piping isn't. But you know
Yeah,
what? I'll take
yeah,
that win because we're not UI people.
yeah. I feel like it's gonna break this too, based on what it was saying. Like it wants to add a new endpoint, but I don't think we have to do that based on the other stuff that you were talking about.
Yeah.
But I mean, might as well try it.
Oh,
Could
so it's
see.
sending a response to the endpoint.
Did it finish or is
I
it
don't
still
know.
doing stuff? I mean, might as well just try it. Who knows? Maybe it'll work, or maybe it just made that up.
I'm not too confident, but let's see. Yeah, we can definitely make starting this up much better.
Hmm.
But right now, the reason that we have to run the agent separately from the MCP server is that if the agent uses the MCP server, like to get like tools or something like that, uh,
It's like a deadlock,
it
right?
will, yeah, it's the MCP server needs to be started first, and in dev,
It won't
agents
start until
grab
the
the tools
tools.
off first.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think if we make it so that you can pass a promise to the tools property on an agent, it'll be fine.
Mhm. I'm not very confident that Cursor did this right.
Yeah, same.
I think it's doing the same thing. I think it's just
No,
waiting.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was a success though. This is just like implementation details in the like demo example, but all the
Yeah.
actual APIs are working. So
If somebody can tell us what we're doing wrong to use this window confirm.
I have a feeling it's not actually getting here, but I don't know why it's
Well,
not.
we see this log though,
But I think we might log that out somewhere else too, right?
do we?
Like yeah, I think this
Oh,
is
we
what we're
log it
seeing.
here.
Yeah,
Oh, that's true. Oh, maybe there's no type on here.
Maybe. Yeah.
Let's see.
Is that log we should see in the browser, I think, right? Not in any of the terminals.
Oh, we should see this in the browser?
I think so. 'Cause that's like
Okay,
your
well,
use
let's,
effect. That's where you're trying to do like the confirm prompt thing.
yeah. Okay, well, let's see. I think I just need to restart this.
Nothing. No new browser logs or anything. No. Huh.
No. Wait,
So I
what did
think,
I? Oh, I added this here.
yeah, I think that probably means we're never that is not firing. Like it sends it, but it doesn't get like the event.
Oh, this makes sense because this is what we were seeing before with resources. Like sometimes
It's
like
just
the
something with
event
the
wasn't sending.
yeah, something with the setup in like the example.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah, so wait, this is the MCP client that's getting it.
we're just still on the server side.
Okay, I'm looking at the wrong repo. Oh wait, where do we log that out? Received.
I think that's the server.
That's logged out over here. So I think it might be
Wait,
the client.
no. Oh, maybe you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So the client's getting hit. Maybe there's actually an issue with this.
Oh yeah, could be. Although we were seeing when we just hard coded it to accept in the client, it was still
Oh,
going
true.
through
Yeah,
and
it
working.
was just working.
Yeah, so I think the event emitter is emitting an event, and then the side that's listening is not receiving it.
Cool. Well, I think it's probably not worth like
Yeah.
continuing to dig into this. I think like we kind of did what we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
We were hoping to show like a little UI example at the end, but you know what? We didn't quite get there, but that's fine.
Yeah, we got close.
Yeah.
Feel like we're like
So
one line of code somewhere away from it working, but who knows how long it'll take to find that line.
yeah. So
So
I guess the recap. Um yeah, I know I've said this probably like two or three times already, but MCP dropped a new spec a couple days ago. Um, a couple other things on the spec. One of them was output tool schema. So we have a pair up to add that. So output now tools can validate with like output tool schema, and then another thing that they added was elicitation. So that's just a way for, I mean, you kind of thought with the work that we're doing, the server sends a request to the client, and then there's human in the loop interaction. We didn't quite get to show in the UI, but we showed kind of how the whole circuit's supposed to go. And then client sends it back to the server and completes the request. And the server just waits until it gets that response. And so we added capability to both the client and the server for that. Yeah. Anything you want to add?
yeah. pretty sweet that it just worked. I mean, except for the UI demo part, but
Mhm.
I was expecting it to fight more and like have to like figure some shit out. But
Yeah,
that's
me
awesome.
too.
It
I
just
really
worked.
didn't think it'd work on the first try, and I thought it would maybe take a little bit longer, but
Hmm. Nice.
sweet. Well, Olipop, if you're watching this, we need a sponsorship, or what was the other one? Mint water?
Something like that.
Yeah. You know what? We'll even accept Pepsi or Coke.
If you're listening,
Yeah.
we need some free drinks to drink on the show.
Cool. Well, yeah, this is
Sweet.
a first good session of Master Codes, eh?
Yeah. Hey,
Cool.
sweet.
Well,
All
we'll
right. I guess that's it.
see you next time.
See it.